Welcome to LearnSphere. In this video, we'll be going through cosine rule. The formula for cosine rule is a squared is equals to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine a, where in this formula, we are generally solving for either small letter a or capital letter A. Small letter a represents the length, and capital letter A represents the angle opposite of this side. Let's take a look at a few examples in how to apply the formula. For the first example, we have a triangle with all the sides known, which are 3, 5, and 7. And we are asked to solve for angle x, which is opposite of the side 5. So therefore, angle x will be capital letter A, and 5 will be small letter a. Next, 3 and 7 can either be B or C. Then we can simply substitute in the values into the formula of a squared is equals to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine a, which will give us 5 squared is equals to 3 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 bracket 3 bracket 7 cosine a. As we want to solve for the angle, we have to make capital letter A the subject. So we can do that by bringing negative 2 bracket 3 bracket 7 cosine a to the left hand side and 5 squared to the right hand side, which will give us 2 bracket 3 bracket 7 cosine a is equals to 3 squared plus 7 squared minus 5 squared. Then we can make cosine a the subject by bringing 2, 3, and 7 to the right hand side, which will give us 3 squared plus 7 squared minus 5 squared over 2 bracket 3 bracket 7. And to solve for the angle, we can simply cosine inverse the values on the right, which will give us 38.2 degrees as the answer. For the next example, we have two sides known, which are 4 and 7, and an angle, which is 20 degrees. And we are asked to solve for x, which is the side opposite of 20 degrees. So therefore, 20 degrees will be capital letter A, x will be small letter a, 4 can be B, and 7 can be C. Next, we can simply use the cosine formula of a squared equals to b squared minus 2bc cosine a and substitute in the values, which will be x squared is equals to 4 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 bracket 4 bracket 7 cosine 20. And to get the value of the side, which is x, we can simply square root the values on the right, which will give us 3.52 as the answer. Let's take a look at the next example, where the question is, in the diagram, PQ is 4 cm, QR is 6 cm, angle RSQ is 55 degrees, and angle RQS is 60 degrees. For part A, we are asked to solve the value of angle PQR. To solve for angle PQR, as we know, angles on a straight line adds up to 180 degrees. And we know angle RQS to be 60 degrees. We can simply solve for angle PQR by taking 180 minus 60, which gives us 120 degrees as the answer of angle PQR. For part B, using cosine rule, calculate the length of PR. As we are asked to solve for the lengths, and we have two other lengths of 4 and 6 in triangle PRQ, and we also know the angle of angle PQR to be 120 degrees, PR will be small letter a, angle PQR will be capital letter A, PQ can be B, and RQ can be C. Next, using the cosine rule formula, we can simply use a squared equals to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine a and substitute in the values, which will give us PR squared is equals to 4 squared plus 6 squared minus 2 bracket 4 bracket 6 cosine 120. And to find the value of PR, we can simply square root the values on the right hand side, which will give us 8.72 cm as the answer. Let's go on to the third example. We have the question of, in the diagram, AB is equals to 4 cm, BC is equals to 7.5 cm, AD is equals to 5 cm, BD is equals to 6.2 cm, and angle BDC is equals to 55 degrees. And we are asked to calculate for the angle of ADB. In this question, in triangle ADB, we know all the sides, which are 4, 5, and 6.2, and we are asked to solve for angle ADB. Therefore, angle ADB will be capital letter A. The side opposite to it, which is 4, will be small letter a, 5 can be B, and 6.2 can be C. Next, using the cosine formula of A squared equals to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine A, we can simply substitute in the values, which will give us 4 squared is equals to 5 squared plus 6.2 squared minus 2 bracket 5 bracket 6.2 cosine A. Since we want to solve for the angle, we have to make capital letter A the subject of the equation. We can bring negative 2, 5, 6.2 cosine A to the left-hand side and bring 4 squared to the right-hand side, which will give us 2 bracket 5 bracket 6.2 cosine A is equals to 5 squared plus 6.2 squared minus 4 squared. And cosine A will be equals to 5 squared plus 6.2 squared minus 4 squared over 2 bracket 5 bracket 6.2. And to solve for capital letter A, we can simply cosine inverse the values on the right-hand side, which will give us 40.1 degrees as the answer. That's all for cosine. Thank you for watching.